There we go. Okay. So, couple things. First of all, we announced today, we put it on this page, and we basically confirmed with the venue that we have our regional coming up. So, guys, on December the 14th and 15th, we have the Philadelphia Regional. It's going to be downtown Philadelphia at the Philadelphia Marriott, and it's all confirmed, right? So we have so much to tell you about that. We have special room pricing available until November the 30th. We have 13 Diamond Ambassadors coming to speak and train, and it's going to be the event of the year. I say that because there's even West Palm Beach, which drew the largest amount of people. We are going to have the largest crowd. Now, what I mean by that is we're capped at 500 right now. We might be able to upgrade that, and we're looking into that, but right now there is a cap, so timing is key. You know, we have 900 people on this page, guys. In our group, you know, almost 4,000 in my group alone. There's 67,000 people in the company right now, and we only got a room for 500 people. So this will sell out, and it will sell out quick. So what the call to action for every one of you is get your ticket now. If you're local, absolutely. If you're at a distance, you have 2 months to plan and get here, guys. You know, we're 10 minutes from the Philadelphia airport. We're around the corner from the train station in Center City. So it couldn't be a better location right before Christmas. It's December 14th and 15th, but it's not like too close. And, you know, that's the time when people are planning for the new year. Everybody's basically setting their New Year's resolutions, right? And so you couldn't pick a better time than to do an event like this. So we're really excited about that. Let's see. PS3. So let's do this. Before I get into the actual training, I want to recap a couple things from last week. Some of you saw the training from last week. If not, we're going to post the link below from that training. I kind of went off the cuff and I did a getting started training, but it turned into a training on marketing and it turned into a training on inviting people, okay? But some of you didn't see that. So just to give you the 2-minute recap, I want to review a few things that are working very well, that are working right now. Step one, as you know, guys, we talk about the PS3. And it's so funny because when I do these three-way calls with so many people, they want to know, what's your marketing plan? Like, are you doing Facebook ads? Are you doing this? Are you doing that? I'm like, nope, PS3. They're like, PlayStation? I'm like, yeah, listen, think about it like that. We pique somebody's interest, we show them some information, and we collect the decision. We use a three-way call when necessary, right? So piquing somebody's interest, the question that we spoke about last week to pique somebody's interest in a Facebook message, in a text message, is what do you know about HGH? Now that works very well, but one of the ones that we've been using and are still using is, have you heard of the gel? Guys, both of those are intriguing questions. You're not really saying much. Have you heard of the gel? A lot of people are going to reply back, what gel? What are you talking about? Or what do you know about HGH? And they're either going to tell you they know this, they know nothing, or whatever, right? Either way, you're just gauging and you're kind of casting like you're fishing. You're just throwing something out there to see if they respond. You know, from that, what we're telling you is the 8421 model is that if you do that to 8 people, send that message, that intriguing message, 4 people are going to respond to you and want more information. From them, you know, 2 of them are going to actually want additional information after you sent the link, and 1 of them should join your business. So that, in my opinion, is the worst case scenario. And I've been getting a lot of feedback from you guys, and congratulations, by the way, for taking action, because so many of you have actually started implementing this. But some of the biggest questions that I've gotten back since the recording last week was, well, what's next? Like, what do we do next? So I wanted to map that out and consider this kind of like a part 2 training from what we did last week, okay? So pique the interest. What do you know about HGH, or have you heard of the gel? We talked about last week, and we won't recap it, the if I would you concept. Again, we're not going to beat a dead horse. Watch last week's training, if I would you. This is tailored to the person you're talking to, okay? And then, of course, you send them the link, getonthegel.com. Now, the follow-up is key, guys. A lot of you have messaged me, and I've spoken with a lot of you, and you basically were saying, all right, well, I piqued their interest, and I sent them the link, but now what? So here's where we get into the training. Step number 1, you want to follow up within 24 hours. You don't want to let the weekend go by. You don't want to let a week go by. You want to immediately follow up within 24 hours. You're following up to collect a decision, but the way that you speak to them, the way that you handle that follow-up phone call is critical, okay? I wrote down a few scenarios for you. So when you call them back, it's going to be a very simple question. And I would suggest you do this on the phone. Some of you are trying to do this completely hands-off and doing it through Messenger and texting. It's not as effective. You know, it's really not as effective. To get them on the phone is really a lot more powerful, and I know you're going to get a lot more results if you're actually taking the time to speak to these people live. That's where that personal touch comes in, right? So regardless, you want to ask them the question, did you watch the video? I mean, you just want to know. Now, they're either going to say they did or they didn't, but here's the key. If they tell you that they didn't watch the video, you got to be cool about it. You know, one of the things that people have always had this preconceived idea, and maybe it's accurate with these MLMs and direct sales companies, is that people are pushy. They're pushy to the point where they seem needy, right? And we don't want to come across that way. We absolutely do not want to come across that way. So what you want to do is if they say, no, I didn't watch the video, don't be like, well, why not? And what happened? And I thought you said you'd watch it. Just none of that, guys. You want to be like, all right, cool. In fact, here's the thing. You want to utilize the takeaway. So you want to say something like, hey, cool, no problem. Listen, I got to run. I'm actually going to be following up with a bunch of people that did watch the video, and I have to kind of prioritize my time here. So tell you what, I'll check back with you in about a week or so. So you're taking it away. Now, you want to do it in a polite way. You're not being rude by any means, but what you're doing is you're actually telling them, hey, listen, you didn't get a chance to watch it. You didn't place an importance on it, so I'm moving on to somebody else. Now, I'm not saying that you don't follow up with them by any means. You certainly want to give it a week or 10 days and actually reach back out to them. Hey, did you get a chance to check out that video yet? But on that phone call, on that follow-up, you can't seem needy. You can't seem like you're pushing them or, that's not going to work. It doesn't work in any situation in life, dating, business, real estate, and it's not going to work in this business. So you just got to be real cool about it. Hey, listen, no worries, no big deal, right? I actually got a bunch of calls to make, follow people who did watch the video. Tell you what, I'll check back with you in about a week or so. How's that? And you got to run. Now, don't hang up the phone just yet. You'll notice that if you just give it a little bit of a pause, probably about a third of the people are going to stop you and say, whoa, wait a minute, Bri, listen, I'm sorry, man. I was really busy. You know what? I'm going to watch it tonight. Well, and then you could be a little bit more bold. Be like, all right, John, are you sure you're going to watch it tonight? Yeah, I'm definitely going to watch it tonight. All right, great. Let's follow up tomorrow. What's your schedule like for a quick call? So you can actually pretty much guarantee that about a third of them aren't going to let you hang up the phone. They're going to apologize and say, well, I just got busy. And that's fine. The rest of them, put them on a little, reminder system and get back to them in 7 to 10 days. Now, if they did tell you that they saw the video, the question you want to ask back, guys, here's the thing. A lot of times people are going to immediately hit you with questions. Some of you are not prepared to answer those questions. You may not have the answers. You may not feel confident to answer them. So what I'm going to tell you now is key. Remember this. You don't need to know any answers. You don't need to know any answers. And because you don't need to know any answers, you can immediately implement this. Because when they start asking you questions, you're going to ignore them. Now, bear with me here. You're going to have the ability to answer them, and that's, in fact, where you can bring in your upline to do that three-way call. But on this particular follow-up, whatever they say, well, I did see it, yeah, but I got a bunch of questions. Great. What did you like best about what you saw? What did you like about the video? So you're going to immediately turn it around and ask them a question about what they liked best or what did you like about the video, and let them talk. Let them tell you, well, I didn't really know HGH was available in a gel, or, my joints, my knee's been hurting me, or whatever the case may be. But you're just going to let them talk. Give it a few minutes, and let them talk out what they're literally selling themselves. And there's a lot of psychology behind this, guys. If you watch Eric Worre, if you watch Ray Higdon, there's a lot of psychology behind that question, because they're going to be searching their brain. You asking that question, what did you like best about what you saw? What did you like about the video? It forces their brain to start scanning for that exact thing. Well, what did I like? And then they're going to start talking. And so they're literally selling themselves, and they don't even know they're doing it, right? Little Jedi mind tricks, which are pretty cool, in a completely innocent way, of course. But what you want to do from there is, I wrote a few notes. Hold on a second. If you ask what you like best, you want to let them talk and say, all right, well, listen, based on that, it sounds to me like you're ready to get started. Now, what does that mean in our business? You could phrase, I wrote down a few different options here and I'll post them below, but you could say, sounds like you're ready to get started. Sounds like you're ready to join. Join, I don't really like that one too much unless somebody is interested in the business side of the business, of the opportunity. But sounds like you're ready to get started is pretty generic, because you're assuming now that they either want to try the product or they want to join the business. And so you're just leading them down that path. So again, did you see the video? What did you like best about what you saw? Let them talk, and then you immediately say, well, based on that, sounds like you're ready to get started. And then here's the key. When you ask that question, when you make that statement, don't say a word. In fact, let me back up. Don't ever ask them, are you ready to get started? Are you ready to join? Would you like to try the gel? Don't ever ask that question. You make an assumptive, positive, leading statement. Well, based on that, it sounds like you're ready to get started. Based on that, it sounds, right? And then you just stop and don't say a word. Guys, whoever speaks next loses. Now, that's what they say, but nobody's losing here. What I mean is, no matter what, I don't care. Silence on a phone call, silence in a situation like this is one of the most uncomfortable things for people. And it may be a little painful for you, but no matter what it takes, put the phone on hold and go get a drink, go get a coffee, whatever it is, right? Don't speak next. Wait as long as you have to for them to speak next, and then you go from there. I'm finding that 90 to 95% of people are saying, yeah, I'm ready to get started. How do I get some? Done, right? They're either going to want to be a customer, they're either want to be a distributor and buy wholesale, or they're going to want to build a business. Now, at that point, obviously you send them your link and they get started. But there are going to be some people that are going to circle back and say, yeah, I'd like to get started, but I do have a bunch of questions. Now's the time you want to get into the questions. After you've already laid the path and really guided them where you want to go in the conversation. So at that time, if there are questions you can answer, by all means answer them. The purpose of a three-way call is to bring in the upline. It's to provide that credibility. It's the third-party edification, right? And in fact, Joe Giuliano did a fantastic training on three-way calls Monday night. And if you haven't listened to that replay yet, I'll make sure that we post that below, okay? It's really, really fantastic, guys. But the key is this. You don't always need to rely on a three-way call. Don't think that the process is pique their interest, show them the info, and immediately have to get them on a three-way call. Don't add an unnecessary step if you don't have to. If you're able to answer the questions and they're ready to get started, well, then sign them up. But if they're asking you things that you're not familiar with, if you're really not comfortable, or it's a big fish and you really want to bring in somebody to help you, get them on board, yes, reach out to your upline, whoever's doing three-way calls for you, me, if it's me, and that's where we help you out with that, okay? If they're negative, now here's another thing I wrote because this is important. If they're negative, because you're going to get some people that are just negative. They actually watched the video, you got them on the phone, and now they're like, they have a problem. Well, what about that, and they're negative. If they didn't, how can I put this? When you ask the question, this is where it's going to come out. What did you like best about what you saw? Well, I didn't like, and now they're going to go the negative route. So what do you do then? You want to just act shocked and be like, I've never heard that before. What did you want to see, right? So you're asking, what did you like best about the video? What did you like best about what you saw? And they're just coming at you with the negative thing. I didn't like it. Wow, that's shocked. That's interesting. I've never heard that before. John, what exactly were you hoping to see, right? And most times, whatever they say, we're going to be able to counter that. We're going to be able to let them know, well, I was really hoping it's something I could do part-time. It's really something I was hoping wouldn't take a lot of money. It's something I was hoping, right? And normally, they're very easy objections to overcome. So what you want to do is just, again, let them talk and then circle back with that, okay? So guys, that's the end of my notes because I wanted to keep this very short to open it up for questions. The key, and I was speaking to a 30-year networker this week, another guy, 30 years in the business, not somebody I brought in, but he's in the group now. And he was just explaining to me with all the different businesses and companies that he's been in, one of the reasons he's been so successful is keeping things stupid simple. Literally just keeping things at such a basic level that it's duplicatable and anybody can do it. How can you take somebody who's never done, direct sales before, network marketing, and teach them how to immediately get started? The key is to show them a simple path and give them some easy steps that they can immediately do and implement without them having to go study for 6 months or go listen to Eric Worre's book, and then after you take a few hours and watch that, now you're ready. No. You sign up today. You can start sending text messages today. What do you know about HGH? Today, like literally tonight, when you're done, when this live is done in a few minutes, you can pick up your phone and be like, hey, what do you know about HGH? Pick a few people. Test it if you haven't tried this yet, guys. Because then what's going to happen is you're going to get into that if I would you scenario that we spoke about and trained on last week. You're then going to send them the information, getonthegel.com. You're going to follow up within 24 hours, exactly what we spoke about here tonight, and your business is going to grow. You're going to get new customers. You're going to get new distributors. And you're going to be booking three-way calls for your upline. And that's the business. Do you understand that? Like literally, that's all we do, okay? That's it. We don't do product demonstrations. We don't do house parties. We don't do hotel meetings every week, opportunity meetings. We don't do any of that. We use our phone, we use Facebook, and we just repeat this process. So I think that, one of the other preconceived ideas that I had about network marketing, that the reason I was never really interested is because I thought you had to do all these things, and I was completely wrong. And in fact, maybe in a lot of different opportunities, you do have to implement strategies like that. But with what we're doing here with the gel, with New Your Life, We're not doing any of that, guys, and that's why it's working. Now, it becomes a matter of how many people, this is a contact sport. So how many people can you actually reach out to on a daily basis? Looking at the 8421 that Danielle Rich speaks about and trains on so beautifully, if you did 8 people a day, statistically, you're going to get 1 new person in your business. And we kind of went into this last week. 1 new person a day, if you did Monday through Friday and took the weekends off, you're adding 5 new personal people to your business on a weekly basis. That's 20 people a month. That's 240 people a year. And you see how it really starts to multiply, right? But the key is the consistency. It's, guys, eating right and changing the way that you eat, right? Going to the gym, investing in real estate, marketing for leads in real estate, or whatever business you do. I always say real estate, because that's obviously my whole life for the last 12 years. It's the consistency of action. The reason people don't get the results they want is because they'll go strong for a little bit and they'll pull back. They'll build up some momentum and they'll pull back. And with a business like this, a business that's not a full-time venture, it's not, you have your job, you have your other business or businesses, or you have a full-time job and a business on the side. So you're already busy with all that stuff. You have your family, right? So this is something on top of that that is extra, and it's easy to put aside. It's easy to say, I'll get to that tomorrow. But the people that are experiencing the growth, the people that are growing in this particular business are the ones who are consistent with their action. And like I said last week, set a reminder. Set a reminder in your phone, in your calendar. So at a certain time each day, maybe just that number 8 pops up as a reminder, right? 7 a.m., 5 a.m. every day, Monday through Friday, just the number 8 pops up, ding, 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 it's a reminder. What is that? It's reminding you to reach out to 8 people that day so that you can continue to market, which is growing your business. If you don't market, guys, you're out of business, and you're not in business if you're not marketing. And fortunately for us, our marketing, and it's funny, I can't remember, I speak to so many people, it was either today or yesterday, I was on the phone with a guy, it was a 3-way call, very experienced in marketing and sales and all this other stuff. And he wanted to know about all of our marketing plans and our funnels and all this, paid ads and Facebook and all. And I said, I guess it's all possible. And I know there's people out there that are doing that. I just don't do that. And I laid out this very simple path for him. And he was shocked but excited at the same time. Because he said, Brian, that's just like anybody can do that. I said, exactly. But the thing he didn't understand, he said, so where are you getting your customers? And he said, are you doing an email blast? And I realized he still didn't get it. So I said, Bill, here's the deal. You take a look at your cell phone. The contacts in your phone and the people you're connected to on Facebook, that's your audience. It's not cold marketing per se, because even if you're connected to a realtor on Facebook that you don't even necessarily know them, you have that connection on Facebook. They know who you are. They can log on. They see pictures of your niece, your nephew, your kids. You understand? So you have that familiarity going on with Facebook, which is why it's such a powerful tool. I did a test. We're doing a testimonial panel tomorrow night. Actually, really going to be pretty cool. It's a great thing to plug your prospects into. I'm going to be doing it live on my personal wall, my personal Facebook page. Me and Darren Steen, the national fitness trainer who I did a live with a couple weeks ago. And I believe we're going to have 6 to 8 testimonials, men and women, different ages, all different backgrounds, on the gel. So it's a great thing to invite someone that you've been speaking to about the business. And I'll certainly, once I have the link ready, I'll post that for you guys somewhere below. But, that's going to be a very powerful thing. What the hell was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Oh, so your contacts, right? The people on your phone, the people on Facebook. But, yeah, that's kind of where we get started, guys. So I'm done my notes. It's 8:52. Let me see if we got any questions coming through here. Hold on a second. What'd you like about the video? I don't know if these comments are old or not. Don Thornton is watching. What's up, Don? Based on it sounds like you're ready to try the gel. Boom. All these comments are coming in. Do you guys have any questions? Any questions? So what I've been doing, and let me clarify this. For any of you who are watching this, my group, my organization in New Your Life is now just about 4,000 people. So I created this page. I'm broadcasting this live Wednesday night to the Gel Entourage. That's my team, my group that I created. And so while I download and I share these videos with all of New You Life, I post them on my YouTube channel. If somebody's opted in to get my emails, I share it with everybody in New You Life because I want to provide value to the whole company, because rising tide raises all ships, right? So I want to provide that to everybody. But as far as a lot of you are asking, can you be added into this group, the Gel Entourage? And I can't do that. I created this rule that unless you're somewhere in my downline, my organization, we would just keep it exclusive to us. So I hope you understand my reasoning for that. But again, all the videos and trainings that I do download them. I upload them on my YouTube channel. I distribute them if you're on my email list. And if anybody asks me for them, of course, I'll always share them. So, but as far as adding you into the group if you're watching this and you got this on YouTube. I can't add you in unless you're on my team, and I hope you understand why, okay? What else? I guess that's pretty much it. More, please. Hey, Carrie. What's up, Carrie? So do you guys have any specific questions? Am I getting all the questions here? Let me take a look. You guys have any questions about this? Whether it's piquing the interest, the question that you ask or text or Facebook message, if I would you, following up within 24 hours, guys, collecting a decision, book a 3-way call if needed, or get them started. That's the simplicity of what we're doing. That's what's working, right? Here's the thing. If people in a business like this, I've noticed, they get frustrated quickly. They get frustrated because they're not growing as quick as they like, or they're coming up with a lot of people that are giving them objections, and they've talked to all their friends and family, and they're not making any headway. But what I've found by having in-depth conversations with them is that they're over talking more times than not. They're saying too much. They're just not keeping it simple. They're out of excitement, and I understand they're just saying a little bit too much. How does a commercial account work? Does the customer first sign in as a distributor and then start ordering the commercial packs in January? Okay, check it out. Great question, Matt. So here's the deal. We know that the commercial accounts are coming in January. We know that we're going to have 24 and 48 packs. What I'm telling people is, if you know people that are in that industry, if they're a chiropractor, a plastic surgeon, if they own a gym, a high-end nail salon, or whatever, right? You want to start talking to them now, and literally talking to them about the opportunity of the commercial program that is being launched in January, encouraging them now to sign up as a distributor, to buy it wholesale, distributor cost at $140, get on the product, start using it so you can experience your own benefits, so that when the commercial program is available in 2 months, give or take, you'll be a user of the product, and you'll have your own testimonial. That's working beautifully. That's working beautifully. Now, as far as the structure, here's what they want to do. They want to sign themselves up as a distributor, and then their commercial account, which is their own company, is going to be their own customer. So here they are as a distributor. They're their own customer buying from themselves. So the points that are generated from the customer, which is their own company, and the retail markup, the bonus that we get for that, is actually going to flow right to the distributor. So they're going to double dip it. Now, some of you could sign up a commercial client yourself and say, well, I don't want to tell them about being a distributor. But don't be short term. Don't think short term when it comes to this, in my opinion. Show them the benefits of getting started, being a distributor, because they may only be interested in the commercial side, but eventually they're going to start to realize that they have an aunt, they have an uncle, they have a network of people that they're connected to that could benefit from this product. And so the direct sales model, the multi-level marketing concept, really kicks in. So that's kind of cool. And you still get the volume with each order. Exactly, because it's your own customer regardless. So even if you're signing them up as a customer or you let the distributor do it, I encourage them to become a distributor first, especially now that they can't even buy the commercial pack. It seems to be the way to go, and that's what's working, okay? With chiropractors especially, I can't believe how many chiropractors are joining the group. It's really phenomenal. Oh, by the way, Robbie Bart posted something in the Gel Entourage. If you guys haven't seen it yet, it's awesome. It's a call with a doctor. Let me pull it up for you guys. It's a call with a doctor. I think it's 13 minutes long. It's just an audio, but they put like a slideshow together so you can actually see like all these stats and data coming from the doctor. And yeah, it's right down on the page. Where the heck's it at? Anyway, here it is, right here. She posted it today, 3 hours ago, Robbie Bart, and it says how HGL works with Dr. Stansfield. It was amazing. I mean, this is another resource. This is another tool. Sometimes, guys, you're going to be speaking to people. They want to know, well, is it safe? And they're really concerned about the safety. They're really concerned. And a lot of people love hearing from a doctor. And so this is another tool in your arsenal to, let them hear from a doctor why it's safe. And how specifically the HGH is obtained and how it's administered into the body. And he gives some great analogies. Wonderful call. Really short, too. It wasn't like an hour-long call. It was 13 minutes long. Really, really good. And I would encourage every one of you guys, if you haven't listened to that call yet, it's down below on the page. Definitely listen to that. Philadelphia. Okay, so Philadelphia. Yeah, so I know some of you joined us late. December 14th and 15th. Also on this page is a link. You go to NUL for New You Life, Philly, PHILLY.com. And we are having our event December 14th and 15th. It's a 2-day event. Well, really, it's Friday evening with some breakout sessions. We're going to have a meet and greet, guys. Light appetizers and food. It's going to be a cash bar. We're going to have 13 Diamond Ambassadors, maybe more coming. We have a special guest coming who I can't tell you who that is yet. you can let your imagination run and guess who it's going to be. But we have a special guest coming. This is going to be the event of the year. This is one where I don't care if you're listening to me in Vegas or in California. Guys, it's worth the trip. It's worth the trip. We're going to be in downtown Philadelphia. If you guys can come in early, let's go to the Rocky statue. Did you ever run the steps, the art museum steps? Let's run the steps where the Rocky statue is. You know what I mean? We're gonna have dinner. It's going to be a really fun time. You don't want to miss this, guys. And it's going to sell out. You know, we could only get a room currently for 500 people. There's how many people on this page? There's 888 members in my group alone. You know how fast we're going to sell 500 tickets? So I would encourage you. It's $79 a ticket. Get your ticket. We have a discounted room block, which is good up until November 30th, I believe. It's like $120 a night, which is obviously it's generally a lot more expensive than that. So definitely want to get your tickets for that, okay? Yeah, don't miss out. And encourage your teams to go too. It's going to be really, really good. I feel like I forgot something in my notes at the beginning of my notes. I skipped past it. So Alex's Facebook Live, they just announced that they're switching. It's going to be from now on the New You Life corporate announcements page. So it's not on the public New You Life page. It's on a private page called New You Life corporate announcements. I guess because he's going to be talking about things just for distributors, for people in the company that they don't want it just going out there to the world. So they decided to put it on this New You Life corporate announcements page. If you're not on that page, you can't just search for it and get on it. You have to be added. So what I'm doing is I'm going to personally add every single one of you that is personal and directly sponsored by me, and I'm asking you to do the same thing. And as long as we continue that through the ranks, everybody will be added to the page, okay? So it's corporate, New Life corporate announcements. I believe there's a picture of the page down below. Every one of you by tomorrow, let's say, will be added by me if you're direct to me. And other than that, we'll let it filter through the ranks and get everybody added. Because he's going to be doing these weekly Facebook Lives. He's in the middle of doing this contest where he's giving out $100,000 and all kinds of crazy stuff. Oh, that's the other thing. I didn't write it in my notes, but I want to talk to you guys. We're coming up with a contest too. I have a few ideas in mind, but I'm going to announce it on our live next Wednesday. It's going to involve cash, which is a beautiful thing, and it's going to be performance-based. So if you do this, you get this. And so I'm excited, and I got to work out a few more details. But next Wednesday night, we're going to be launching, just for our team, our own contest with cash prizes, and it's going to be pretty cool. So definitely tune in next Wednesday. Everybody loves winning money. And to my knowledge, none of you won the big lottery last night, so you're, too bad. All right, so anyway. You guys have any other questions? Jenny, was that? Oh, Jenny's watching. Hey, Jenny. What else? Joe Pringle. Thanks for joining me today, Joe. That was good on the Zoom. I'm glad we did that. So yeah, guys, so if you don't have any other questions, I'll end this recording now so I can get it trimmed up and cleaned up and post it out to everybody. There's the link for the room block. Boom. Thank you, Laria. Contacting, inviting, objections, because that's why we do these, guys. If you have any questions, now would be the time to ask them. Or book a call with me, book strategy call with me. You all have my calendar link. If not, send me a message. I'll get it to you. My calendar and the calls that I do on a daily basis, they're not just for three-way calls. They're for strategy calls. So if you're having a challenge, if something's not working for you, right? If you want me to help you set some goals, like that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm devoting my days to do, is working with the team. So, congrats to Bill Musella for the $1,000 win. I saw that, man. Yeah, congrats, Bill. I don't know if he's watching right now or he's going to catch the replay, but yeah, that was awesome. He won $1,000. And all you got to do is sign up a new customer. Every time you sign up a new retail customer, they add you into the drawing, and they're picking 33 people a week for the next 3 weeks. So, you win $1,000 just for getting a new customer. All right, guys, I'll give it another minute. You guys have any questions? Steve Bratcher. Yo, what's up, Steve? My computer lagged. Did you get my earlier question? I did not. You want to ask it again? So let me see if I can find it. Ask it again, Steve. Downtown, Barbara, Market Street. So go to nulphilly.com. Actually, Ilaria posted in the comments above, there's a link, right, a direct link to the hotel. But if you want to go to the event page to get the tickets, we're using Easy Event instead of Eventbrite. It's a little easier. But anyway, yeah, it's nulphilly.com. In Messenger, Steven. Hey, Bratch, you got a question for me before we hang up here? Hang on. Let me see. Did I miss it? I turned off the comments earlier because when I was recording, all the things were coming up. There we go. Are all the videos on the Gel Entourage page able to be sent as a text? No. Good question. And the reason, Steve, is because it's in this private page. So it's not shared publicly. It's only shared within this group, right? So that's the reason, frankly, that every time I do a video, what I do is I download it, upload it to YouTube, and then I take that YouTube link, which is available worldwide, and you can pass that YouTube link around. So definitely check my YouTube page, right? My YouTube channel, if you will, and you'll see all the recordings and trainings that I've done that are available for distribution. Everything's in there, from the comp plan to, you know, now our weekly Facebook Live trainings and everything else, you know. The big one, Barb, the big one, downtown Philadelphia Marriott. So it's right next to 30th Street Station, I think. I'm not really sure, but anyway. All right, guys, I guess that's it. So it was good joining you. Again, NULPhilly.com. I'm so excited about this, man. You know, when we did the one in Princeton, which I can't believe was 6 months ago, we did that in, what was it, April? I think it was April. Yeah, I guess it was April. And, you know, we had just gotten started in February. So we decided, well, I went up to Connecticut and I went to an event that they put on, Danielle put on up there. And there was, 200, 300 people there. And I was like, man, this would be great to do one down here. So I did one in Princeton and we had like 400 people show up and we only had 3 weeks to promote it. So now we have 2 months, give or take, to this event in Philly. We got all, and I think at the time in the company, my God, there was like, what, maybe 4,000 people in the business nationwide. Now we're at almost 68. June, Mike. All right, cool, thanks. So it was only 4 months ago. Yeah, Mike spoke on stage too. That was good, remember that? But he had coffee and it messed his stomach up, so anyway. But anyway, we pulled it together really quick in 3 weeks, and there was like 400 people there, 420, I think. So the fact that we only got a room for 500 sucks, but it's right before Christmas. It's all we could do. There is a remote chance that we can upgrade the room, but we won't know until next week. I guess it's reserved for some wedding or some corporate Christmas event. I have no idea, but anyway. And that's that, guys. So, the dead air, the dead silence. Don't let it make you feel weird. Nothing wrong with silence. So, all right, guys. Well, anyway, I'm going to download this video. I'll get it out to all of you. I'll put my calendar link again below for those of you who need it. You know, I will close on this. Here's a thought. You know, what I love about this time of year is when people start making their New Year's resolutions, right? And specifically with us, we have a very unique opportunity because the two biggest things that people make their resolutions about are their health and their finances, right? Think about it. I'm going to get debt free. I'm going to, pay off my credit cards this year. I'm going to whatever, right? And also their health. I'm not going to drink as much. I'm going to quit smoking. I'm going to quit vaping or whatever the hell you do. I'm going to start going to the gym. Gym membership's at an all-time high in January, right? But what we have, and I think the uniqueness of our product, thanks, Mario. The uniqueness of our product and our opportunity, guys, is that we have a product which is in the health and wellness space. We have a product that helps people physically lose the weight, gain energy, get gains in the gym, right? So we're hitting the physical aspect of people's New Year's resolutions, but also the financial aspect when it comes to the business opportunity. So I really believe it's such a great thing. And where we are now, October 24th, a week from now, it's going to be Halloween. Guess what? October's over. We got 2 months left. Instead of waiting until January, instead of saying, you know what, I'm really going to jump on this business and give it a good effort come January. Well, why not start now? Why not give yourself a 2-month heads up so that you can fly and explode into the new year instead of starting in the new year? And I'll tell you what, for those of you who are able to physically get to the event in Philly and get people there, they're going to achieve a level of motivation like nothing they've ever seen. Now, some of you have been asking about Eric Worre's event in Las Vegas, and I'll be the first to tell you, if you have to choose the family, choose us. Come to the New Life event. Come to where there's going to be 13, 14 Diamond Ambassadors. Come to where you're going to learn specifics about our business. See, the Eric Worre event in Vegas, December 4th through the 6th is awesome. But if you're considering, well, I got to get a plane ticket, I don't know if I should go here or there, support us. Come to us, guys. Hands down. It's not even a question. Now, if you're able to do both, maybe like David Martin, he lives in Vegas, you go to Vegas and then fly out to Philly, wonderful. But definitely support the entourage, Give the gift of health for Xmas. Give the gel and encourage others to too. Yeah, wrap that bottle up, man. You know what I mean? What a great Christmas gift. Give out some of these things. So anyway. Oh, one last thing. If you guys didn't see my video, I have a 2-minute video on my YouTube channel. Some people said that the pump wasn't working. Well, in fact, it was just getting stuck, and I showed you how to fix it real quick, so it's not a big deal. Some people are sending the bottles back, and now I got to wait to get a new bottle. That's just a complete nightmare. So it's a real easy fix on my YouTube channel. It's a 2-minute video how to fix that, because they all work. All right, guys, have a great night, and yeah, I'll look forward to those strategy calls and 3-way calls, and let's finish out the new year strong. God bless you guys. I'll see you guys soon. See ya.